How would you feel about a secret lair about secret lairs? Layers in Magic the Gathering are a system that we use to figure out what order different effects take place in. Usually these are pretty straightforward. However, we do have several situations that give us some really weird interactions. For example, if one player has a Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, which turns all lands into swamps, and another player has a Blood Moon, which turns all non-basic lands into mountains, do you have a bunch of swamps or do you have a bunch of mountains? Can you figure that one out? Anyways, the Secret Lair would be a whole bunch of reprints of cards that have these really confusing rules interactions that might be counterintuitive to most players. Of course, the first one and one of the most famous would be Blood Moon, which turns all of your non-basic lands into basic mountains. After that, we would have Opalescence, which makes all of your global enchantments, which is anything that's not specifically on a creature or something, into a creature with power and toughness equal to its mana cost. Then we would have Humility, which makes all creatures 1/1s with no abilities. After that, we'd have Twisted Image, possibly the simplest card on this list, which all it does is reverse a creature's power and toughness until the end of turn and allows you to draw a card. And finally, we would include on the list Trinisphere, which, after all other effects for reducing and increasing the cost of a spell are applied, looks at that spell and says, does that cost at least 3 mana? If not, add colorless mana until it does. All of these cards would be excellent reprint options. However, I do recognize that 2 of these cards, Humility and Opalescence, are both on the reserve list. Now, Wizards of the Coast has modified the reserve list in the past. Neither one of these is absolutely bank-breaking like Dual Lands or the Power 9. So I think that it might be an option for them to take another look at. Of course, we always have to have an option for a bonus card. And Magus of the Moon would be an excellent option for that if they didn't just stick us with, say, another version of the Sol Ring, maybe with the Blood Moon in the middle. Tell me what you think about the Secret Lair down in the comments below, and what cards you think should go into that Secret Lair.